There are times when critics will describe a work of art as life-changing. I used to think that term was pretentious. While it can certainly be used in an overly hyperbolic context, there are times where a work of art can change the way people look at important aspects of their life. For me, Tamayura was life-changing. Most people don't know what Tamayura is. It's a very obscure anime series. It does have some popularity in Japan, but didn't get English dubs, so it's not very well known in America. Um, when I first heard about it, I quickly realized that Tamayura was something special. Tamayura is not like a traditional show. There's no epic quest for the protagonist to go on, nor is there any villains. The show doesn't really have any conflicts aside from the protagonist needing to get over her shyness and social awkwardness so she can succeed in her life goals. This might make the show sound boring and uneventful, but there's so much more to Tamayura than what I expected. The plot of Tamayura is centered around Fusatuari. As a young girl, Fu was very close to her father, who was a kind and passionate photographer. Fu's father sadly passed away when Fu was still a kid. Fu had such a hard time moving on that her family left their hometown because being in the city reminded Fu of how much she missed her father. However, a few years later, Fu starts looking at her father's old photographs and is swept up in nostalgic memories. She, along with her mother, younger brother, and grandmother, they go to the city. And instead of the city or the town giving her sad memories, she becomes blessed with sentimental memories of her father while making new memories with her loved ones. Fu becomes a photographer. She uses her father's old camera to take pictures. After getting to the city, she unites with her childhood friend, Keiru, and makes friends with Nori and Mayon. And along the way, they make a new friend named Kane, who's also becoming a photographer, and Fu forms a close bond with Ryu, a young woman who's also a very talented photographer. What makes Tamayura such a special show is how it views life. It doesn't ignore the fact that sad things sometimes happen, but instead of making these sad events depressing, Tamayura shows that life goes on, happiness can still be achieved. Although Fu's father passed away years before the first episode takes place, his legacy still has a big impact on the city of the town where the show takes place. It's hard to pronounce. I'm sorry. Fu, her family members, her friends, and various citizens of the city still have fond memories of him. His passion for photography continues to inspire Fu, and Fu and her father have a special bond that continues to impact Fu's life in a positive and uplifting way. Tamayura is a beautiful reminder that even though life can be sad, difficult, and stressful, there's still so much to appreciate and love. In addition to being a show about family, it's also a show about friendship. Um, Fu moved away from Keiru for a few years, but as soon as Fu moves back, they continue being the best of friends and become good friends with Mayon and Nori, and together the four friends share a close bond that's extremely touching and close. And there's no romantic subplots, really. I mean, two supporting characters have a bit of a romance, but it's a very small part of the show. And Fu is the protagonist, while her friends are also very good main characters too, and there's a good supporting cast. And the show's animation is very charming and pleasing to look at. The characters have nice, cute designs, and the songs are a joy and a treat to listen to. They're soothing, relaxing, and delightful. Tamayura lacks certain aspects that people, including myself, look for in shows and movies. There's no action, villains, or grand adventures. However, in Tamayura's case, that's not a problem. The show is a relaxing, sweet, heartwarming, optimistic story about family, friendship, and following your dreams. It's a masterpiece that's worth finding and worth watching.